Hi, my name is Eddie Donovan, and this video will be covering our industry analysis. Using Porter's 5 Forces model, we conducted an industry analysis for Harley Davidson. Using this, we identify key economic indicators and can create a snapshot of the industry. Porter's 5 forces are the threat of substitutes, threat of new entrants, power of buyers, power of suppliers, and the power of rivals. After examining many articles, we decided that the threat of substitutes is the highest among the 5 forces. There is a large number of substitutes on the market for motorcycles. These substitutes include cars, trucks, bikes, modes of public transportation such as trains, buses, and even walking. As we scoured the internet for articles, it was nearly impossible to find articles as why cars are superior to motorcycles, since it almost appeared to be common sense. Cars are much more versatile as they can generally transport more people or have storage for items such as work materials. It is much more difficult to go grocery shopping or bring your kids to school on a motorcycle when compared to a car. Cars are not affected by weather as heavily either, as motorcycles aren't rode during the winter months, during inclement weather, or even common rain. We've found that because of these reasons, substitutes like cars are so much more attractive. In addition to this, we found that even people with income over $200,000 per year were very concerned with their financial well-being. Since people are so careful with their money, this makes them even less likely to purchase a motorcycle or compared to a substitute such as a car due to all the extra benefits provided by a car, such as safety from weather and more storage space. A major concern that also affects substitutes is safety. Consumers are typically likely to see cars as much safer and protective than a motorcycle. While we did find out through our research that the majority of motorcycle-related accidents involve people who were improperly or not trained at all to ride a motorcycle, this safety concern still worries many and will drive away consumers. All of these concerns together make it easy for consumers to turn their attention away from Harley Davidson and to one of their substitutes. The force we are least concerned with is the threat of new entrants. Due to the low profitability of the industry, it is a heavy deterrent for new companies to try and gain market share. Also, Harley Davidson is a well-known brand and new entrants won't have the same credibility as Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson also has an advantage in terms of economics of scale as well. The high quality of Harley Davidson's bikes and long-lasting motorcycles almost makes them compete against themselves, since so many of their products are in the used market. The most profitable part of the industry, which is the service sector, would include things like repairs, which will always be in demand as vehicles experience natural wear and tear. However, addition to the service sector of the motorcycle industry would not harm Harley Davidson, as it does not take away from Harley Davidson's sales directly, and parts for repairs can still be purchased through Harley Davidson as well. We decided that the power of suppliers is medium, since there is little substitute for the materials needed to create a safe and quality vehicle. Harley Davidson, as mentioned before, is known for their long-lasting bikes of quality. Of course, there is not only one supplier of aluminum, steel, tires, and other parts that go into a motorcycle, so they have some power in choosing their suppliers, but not the supplies themselves. Also, Harley Davidson is also a supplier for retailers and dealers, so they have power in deciding prices themselves as well. This also includes things like replacement parts and accessories for the motorcycles. We decided that the power of rivals is also medium, since they, like Harley Davidson, are suffering in a low profit industry. They can only get so competitive with prices to stay ahead of competition before they begin taking net losses, as we've seen with Triumph. We believe whoever successfully innovates in this industry first is going to end up dominating. Many other companies have produced successful electric motorcycles, while Harley Davidson's electric motorcycles are struggling to catch up. Even though Harley-Davidson loses a lot of market space to competitors like Yamaha and Triumph, we feel that they are not the largest threat. Many other previous mentioned factors such as substitutes and buyer demographics are affecting Harley-Davidson much more than normal everyday competition. Lastly, the power of buyers is high because ultimately, they decide whether or not they're buying Harley-Davidson's products, and right now their power in deciding not to is showing, whether the buyer is a direct consumer or a dealership. This is due to many of the above factors. Again, a major factor is the amount of money Americans have to spend. Through our research, we found that most Americans spend around 90% of their income per year. With such a small amount of money left over and saved, and since a motorcycle is such a large purchase for the average American, unless they see it as a necessity or have a great desire for motorcycles, they are unlikely to devote the rest of their capital to make a purchase from Harley-Davidson. This decision can be influenced by Harley through reputation, marketing, discounts, and other factors, but the power again is in the hand of the buyers. Overall, thanks to the Porter analysis, we are able to successfully identify the biggest challenges that face Harley-Davidson in their industry today. From here, we could work forward and also use this to build our external factor evaluation as well.